I'm live. Hello. Good evening. Welcome in. This is Lori or Pink Girly. Welcome to Bricolage with Pink Girly. I was just cleaning off, well, not really cleaning off. I was looking at the shelf right above my head, thinking, what is all that stuff up there? So I just, right before it was time to stream, I pulled down a couple of books. Hey, Ange, hi. And this coloring book fell out. Gosh, I bought this. I'm going to see if there's a date in the front cover. I remember buying this. I had just decided to maybe get a little more serious about my coloring. And I was in a Marshall's. This is in my old neighborhood when I was still living in Pennsylvania. I think my kids might have even still been at home at this point. I mean, I've had this a long time. I think Dee Dee has this book too. I just loved it. I never saw a book like this before. Of course, now this is going back a good 20 years, probably. And I was surprised to see a really cool coloring book in Marshall's. But they had like books and a couple of books and things right by the front registers. There was only one of this one there. So I talked myself into it. Hey, Teresa. Hi. Good evening. Hello, Kel. So I was just looking through. Now, this is before I watched anything on YouTube. So it's kind of fun to look back. The images, I mean, the colorings, the coloring's not that great. But I remember looking at this not too terribly long ago here and thinking, I could change this, turn this into a journal. Just maybe do some mixed media on some of the pages. Well, I'm sitting here waiting for my stream to start, and I thought, let me grab my black paint, which is really, really needs to be replaced. And I had started painting the background black. Hey, Leah, hi, how are you? And I thought, well, let me just grab my paintbrush, and while the girls are coming in, maybe I'll just paint a little bit of this. I'm just kind of, to be honest, I'm just really not feeling Tuesday evenings. Is Joyce here? Hi, Joyce. I missed you. Good evening. I was just saying to Jacqueline, maybe I just either give up the Tuesday evenings or do something earlier in the day Tuesday. I don't know where I got the idea that I'm a night person. I mean, I don't like to go to bed early, so I'm a night person that way. But you know what, guys? I'm just older now, and I'm just not really. I just don't really function that well this time of night. I'm just ready to be sitting with my feet up, watching some TV, and fussing with whatever little project I have sitting by my comfy chair. So I'll let you know what I decide, but I think this is probably my last Tuesday evening. I was thinking maybe if I did an evening, I could get maybe some younger people interested in art. Maybe somebody would say, "Oh, that person's live. What are they doing?" and come in and. But you know what? That's just not. It's just not happening. And I appreciate you girls that come in and support me. But I'm just not feeling the Tuesday night thing. Just being honest. And I don't know. I have to check to see. I don't know if anybody else is on Tuesday afternoons. Like I know Beth is on. She comes on around 6 on Tuesday evenings. But she has said, "Oh, really, Leah? Okay. I might do a little survey thing." Beth is really okay with other people being on, but I mean, I come on later to try to not overlap her too terribly bad. She's on, I think it's 6, and I think she usually finishes around 9 or 9:30, maybe. I don't know. Maybe she goes late as 10. I'm not sure. Um, but I have to do a little investigating, to see what's what. I just feel like I could, if I was on earlier, it might be a little more worth your time to join me. Hi, Vale. Good evening. So that's what I'm thinking. But tonight I was thinking mostly I would focus on working on some coin envelopes that I have had sitting on my desk for a while because I really don't like what I did to them. I didn't ruin them, but I think I need to try to salvage them in some way. But I thought I'd do a little flip through of this book. I probably like it because it's got the word Paris on it. I don't know why I'm just so attracted to things that are marked Paris. I don't know. Since I've been a kid, really, I just seem to like things that were from Paris, marked Paris, have the Eiffel Tower. I don't know. I always wanted to go to Paris. How can I tell you? I said the other day to somebody I should have paid more attention in my French classes in high school. Because I think I can only say one or two things. Somebody had a question? I'm not looking at chat. Cal, thank you for answering my question. Oh, I'm sorry, Ange. I didn't see it. I've been looking at my paper. I don't think this will take too long to dry. Nothing like watching paint dry. So, as most of you probably know, I like to watch the Philadelphia Phillies play baseball. I love this time of year. The season is starting to wind down, and they were on the West Coast. Well, they are on the West Coast, but last night was their first night on the West Coast to play the Dodgers, which of course means it's a late game for those of us that are here on the East Coast. And I was so tired yesterday. I think probably because I spent Sunday with my son at his place and I slept overnight. You're just not in your normal environment that you're used to. I mean, I felt like I slept okay, but apparently I was really tired. And oh my gosh, I conked out so early last night. Not as early as 8 o'clock, as some might think, but early enough to miss the ball game. And oh my gosh, what a good game. I watched the highlights today, which I don't normally do that, but went into overtime, 10 innings, and the score was back and forth the whole game. It looked like such an exciting game I missed. I couldn't believe it. And the Phillies won in the 10th inning. Oh my goodness. So I'm just trying to finish this. I'm not going to do the whole page because that'll take too long. But let me just finish this spot here. So I must have drifted off to sleep pretty quickly because I'm supposed to be putting ointment in my eyes right before I go to sleep at night. Well, that didn't happen last night. I don't even remember falling asleep. That's how fast I went out. Shoo. So the old gal was tired. Hi, Pam. Pam. I don't expect to see Pam because she is 3 hours different from me. How nice to see you. Gingerbread. Here's that Ange talking about food already. Hmm? So I don't really have anything out for my coin envelopes. I'm going to get well, I hope I'm going to get, I've got, I want to use some stencils on them, I think, in my oxide inks. What I tried to do, I believe, was to put some color on them, like on the jelly plate. They just look terrible. They look absolutely terrible. Yeah, I figured that, Ange, but it's also food. All right, so let me show you this. Now, I should really cover this. My black paint's already in bad shape. Let's put it there. All right, do I have it upside down or right side up? Okay, this is still a little wet. Let's see. Well, you know what? Grab whatever's close. Paris Street Style. I don't think there's a date really. I was hoping there was a date back here, but I don't see one. I guess they don't really date coloring books. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. Um, originally, originally published in France by Hachette Livre in 2015. So I think that's probably about when I bought it, 2015. So this is old. I think I said about 20 years, right? So I don't do math real well. At least not in public. That's what Jacqueline would say. No public math, please. So my coloring is not, you can see I was starting to dabble with some shading. But I thought this might look cute as a journal if I start gluing stuff on. Oh, it comes on Thursday? Oh, cool. Let me know. Let me know what you think. I can take it, I think. Hopefully you love it. Hopefully you love it. Now these pages are so okay. So I have this girl, she needs to get finished. Some of the flooring and a little bit over here, but I have a lot of this book finished, which is really surprising. Now that looks like I got some black on it. I don't know why. I don't know why this book just tickled me. What's Kel doing? Oh, that sounds pretty good, Kel. Okay, look, I must have dripped something. These pages aren't so great, but see, I could cover that up, right, with some mixed media, perhaps. It's fun to go back and look at stuff like this, that you've done before. Maybe I'll just get my heat tool and let's see, maybe I can dry this a little bit. Oops. Don't hang off with my other cord. right, we'll just put that aside. So there's more to do on this page. See, some of these pages, if I just put maybe a dark color behind, applesauce. Oh, Joyce just ate applesauce. I just had some more crackers. I made myself some lentil soup. It got way too salty. So then I tried to adjust that, which really didn't work. See, now I've got marks here from the color pencil coming onto this page. So I'll probably put a darker color behind this too. Like here. This may be a stencil around or something. See, look at this shading. It's just terrible. See, I didn't blend it. So I didn't know about it. But I can glue something on top of there, you know what I'm saying? Bonne nuit. What does that mean, Vale? Good night, maybe? Bon is good, right? Oh, Vale, you're sweet. So here's all different outfits. So I had my follow-up for my eye today, and it's healing. It's not, back to normal. So my plan is, hey, Lucia, hi, nice to see you. So I have to come back off some of the medicine a little bit. Oh, that's a good idea. That would be great. I wouldn't mind having one of those if I had a lap. I have my comfy chair though, it's a recliner and the legs go up. So a lot of times I just sit my big pencil case on my lap. I really don't have much of a lap. See, I've got a lot of this done. There's still plenty to do. And see, aren't they cute, all these little outfits with the little girls on here? That needs to be done. I love these girls with it's got the back and you see their hair. Come imagine, maybe. I should look up these words. Cynthia, hi, good evening. I'm assuming it's evening where you are. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's there's a patisserie. Well, that's can't be well, that's clothing. See, I thought this was bakery and sweets, but this is clothing, so I'm not quite sure what that means. La Vienne couleurs. Oh, Joyce, that's nice. Oh, how wonderful. Oh, good, Cynthia. And good evening. Now I've scribbled. She's got something on her behind. Anyway, back to my eyes. So we've adjusted the regimen for the medication of my eye. She said the outer part of my cornea, I guess, is healed. And the other sore part underneath the cornea, she said that'll start to heal and dissipate. Those little infectious cells will start to disappear. So I have a follow-up to my follow-up next week, next Tuesday. So I might be able to start wearing my contact lenses again at that point. Look at the mess I made on here. Looks like a good place to glue a couple of things, if you ask me. And there we just got some feet, all the shoes. Isn't it a fun book? I just love it. Oh, you got your underwears. Now this is where we get to where there's not much done. But see, there's still plenty in here. Now here I'm getting a little better at coloring and some shading. So maybe I'll sit this by up. Extra black paint there. Guess I'm going to do the background there. And look, I didn't let it dry. Got a skid mark there. Okay, Ange, and you were on a weight loss journey there to help with your blood pressure, and you were doing really good. So hopefully you'll get a good report. Looks like I washed something over that, which I think I should do more of that. And then back here, I was thinking I could take my watercolors and just do these squares, just a little bit of watercolor. There's just all the pages that are in the book. So that's what I'm planning for this. Thank you for letting me do that. And now, here are the coin envelopes I'm talking about. Now that one's sealed shut. That's not going to be any good, is it? Oh, there we go. So I like to decorate these. These are fun. Maybe some heat. Look at that open. And use them for pockets. It's generally what I do. Thanks, Ange. I don't know why these are sealed. Maybe because I had them on the jelly plate. I could slit that top open. I have to think about that before I go on. Maybe I just need to trash these. Look how that looks. Now, some might like that, but that's, I think because it's on the yellow, it's not really a manila color to me. It's just, like a yellow. It didn't take the coffee, I don't think, as well as I had wanted. But I want to be able to glue them down and use these as pockets. These few don't have anything done to them. I'm not going to worry about that. This doesn't have much, but enough where I can't use it for something else. Now let's just see how this works. If this works like a letter opener. I did buy new blades. Maybe I should put one in. Yeah, I think that'll work. It's just not, I don't know that I want a little finger index thing there. What, the book would look good with coffee on it? Yeah. I have a Joanne Bassford book, Inky something. I have coffee on a lot of those pages. That was my idea for that book. To wash all the pages with coffee or that color. Just put a wash. But I didn't do the whole book at once. That was kind of silly. What I'm thinking is I'm going to stencil on top of this and then start gluing stuff on them to hopefully make them more attractive. What's this stuff? Oh. I get it. Sorry, sorry, Pam. I'm slow on the update for sure. Yeah, she says that all the time. I think I said in your stream when she said that. You'd look good with coffee on it. I mean, She really does say it all the time. Look, I'm taking that right off because that part of that was not glued down. Okay. So I was working on some paint chips earlier. So I'm kind of in the groove as far as decorating and gluing stuff down. I have some stuff still sitting around on my desk here, but you couldn't really. Angie, don't look. Oh, with my, yeah. Well, I did end up in the hospital one time doing that. I wasn't. It's not really accurate. I was trimming off the back of a button. Like if you break off the shank of a button, and I was going this way and I sliced one of my fingers. I don't know. And of course, it was at night. My husband was still working at the time, which if he just didn't get enough sleep, he's not. He just doesn't feel good. He's not mean or anything. He just doesn't feel good. And I guess we hadn't lived here too long because he's like, I'm not sure where to take you. Where's the best place? I'm like, oh my gosh. As I'm holding my finger trying to keep the blood from squirting. Could we just go already? Oh my, he's calling his boss about insurance coverage. I'm like, really? Can we just get in the car, please? I only needed a couple of stitches. But I felt silly saying, I did it working on my art stuff. I'm a lot more careful now, Ange, and I'm a lot more aware of which way I'm using the blade. Because sometimes I'll say to myself, no, now that's probably not a good idea to do it that way. All right. We're cooking with gas here. Cooking with gas. There we go. That's kind of loosey-goosey there. So, you're not going to see the back because that's going to be glued down. So I'm not really worried or concerned about the back. This is a lot, I know. I may not get to everything. But let's just see what I have here. I have these handy right here. I think some of them I want to do like seasonal. So let's say I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So let's do 4. I'll keep 4 aside and think about seasonal. Now I've got my little brushes right here. Ginger says I sliced my leg open. Whoa. At a scrap. Oh no, social. At the ER, several doctors and nurses came in to ask me how it happened, just so they could laugh that it was just, oh my gosh. Well, I was afraid they weren't going to believe me, because it seems silly that I did it that way, but it were the truth. Oh, I've been looking for that pen. I got in the wrong bucket. How unusual for something to be, oh, I hit my camera, sorry, in the wrong place on my desk. It's so very unusual. All right, now I have some colors out here that I'm just not sure are going to work. I keep knocking that paper towel out of my paint. My black paint is very lumpy, very lumpy. All right, let's see. This is ground espresso, not espresso, espresso. And I'm just going to start and see how it looks. Okay. Don't know. I'm going to put a little bit of this and a little bit of that and go from there. Now, these darker handled brushes is what I use for the black or the browns in my inks. I try to keep them where we use similar colors, and so I don't have to worry like about cleaning the brushes too much. All right, that looks not too terribly bad. Let's use a little bit of this. Just mostly trying to cover up the yuck. Well, that doesn't look too bad at all. All right. All righty. Now maybe, let's see, maybe just part of a flower. Okay, I can live with that. That's not too bad. Okay, so I'm going to fess up to something here. So I go to the eye doctor, right? And the little gal that, oh, what's stencil? Oh, I go quick. By the time I see this first one I used is a Tim Holtz collection. They're all wearing off, Cynthia. This, oh, let's see. There's a number down here. It looks like T is in Tom, H is in Harry. Wait a minute. I'm wearing two pairs of glasses so I can see. 30, it looks like 3816, but it's worn off here. It's only partially, I don't know if it'll come up. It's either worn. Oh, the spatter one? Again, Tim Holtz collection. See, the name of it's worn off. This looks like T is in Tom, H is in Harry, and then it looks like M. Mary 7. If you look that up, Cynthia, and that's not it, ask me again, and I'll see if I can find it and get it to you. Hey, Dana. Hi, good evening. All right, I think I want a half of a flower over here, or part of a flower maybe here. Now, some of this, if not most of it's going to get covered up with something, right? So that one didn't turn out so swell. All right, now I think I'm going to work on some of these. Oh, Joyce, I remember a couple of years ago, because I can't do coffee anymore. So this was a couple of years ago. And I asked that question. If you found a bug or a fly in your coffee and that you had just made, would you drink it or would you dump it? I don't think much is going to show up on this. I have a little bit of a shimmer going on this one. It was a hard decision for me at the time. I wiggled it. I wiggled that one. It still showed up okay. There, anyway. Let's see if I introduce another color. Let's try some of this. Dump it. Yeah, I think I did dump it. It's just I couldn't wrap my brain around it. All right, let's try a little rose here. Let's do a little rose. I don't know why I do this. Put things on the left. I'm right-handed. It's so much nicer if you have it to the right. To the right, to the right, to the right. Is my camera crooked? I think I whacked my camera and made it crooked. It's not too, I don't think it's going to show up too much here, but let's put one anyway. Now I'm not fussing around, at least with this one with the green leaves and stuff. I can see a little bit. Okay. Let's put this one here. I'm going to do all different colors because I'm not sure whether these will go to the lodge or whether, I'll use them personally in my projects. We'll just see. Now, let's try this. Now, this one's different. I might do some green here because it's not real dark and I can see the roses. I'm going to try to use this lighter color. Let me get, I think I want to try to take off a little bit of this oxides here and see if I can clean off my brush a little. I'm going to see if I can get some, just putting down, this is Rusty Hinge. And then this is the Crackling Campfire. So I'm just going to try to base these roses in with the Rusty Hinge. And then come back in with a little bit of that campfire. Not bad. I need a little more of that there. Now this isn't going to be perfect because it's, hey Zip, how you doing? Nice to see you. Hi Lamont, I missed you coming in. I'm busy scrubbing away at my stencils here. Good evening. I think I need another rose over there. Let's see, I didn't pull down any green. Let's see. A moss peeled paint. I love the peeled paint. I probably say that every time. Now, the only problem with this, I like this idea of having the different colored handles. Helps me remember, what color I used on these last. The thing I don't like is that mine are all the same size. Where these black brushes I bought, I used them for the darker colors. I've got several different sizes in those. Oops, they're flowers, not leaves. Okay, so I like that. Now I'm thinking I want to use. Now I have more stencils, but I'm not sure I know. Hey, Stacy May, hi, how are you? Good evening. Um, I would like to maybe. I think I'm going to use the dark color, the espresso. Put some of this spatter on. Sometimes I put my brush in the wrong color, so I'm usually better off if I cap up the ones I don't want to use. Hi, Chassis. All right, let's get some of this on. Yeah, looks cool. Okay. Okay, let's see. So I've been doing this for 4. Or okay, so I'm going to just kind of concentrate on these 3, I think, for right now. So I think what I want to do is also add maybe a little something else to this one. That's kind of cool. Just kind of hit or miss them, just a little bit, a little touch of this here, a little touch of this there. Okay, so that looks okay. And then I'm thinking maybe I should, want to ink those edges, probably use this. I should probably do that first. Let's see, I'm just going to get my worn out blending tool. I hope I didn't miss anybody else, did I? I hope not. If I haven't said hello to you, please say hi to me again. All right, so I'm going to deepen my edges a little bit. Now I'm thinking I want some kind of book page that I can tear and put on here. And I'm trying to think of what else I have just handy by my desk here. A fabric. I have fabric, guys. Fabric's always good, right? I think I want to put a little bit of gesso, some white gesso, scrape some gesso on. Oh, Stacia got some kittens you're finding homes for. That's nice. That's nice. Okay. Now, I just think when you ink your edges, it kind of makes your eye draw to the center of whatever it is you're, working on. I don't know if that's accurate, but I feel like that's what happens. All right. So I think that'll work. That will be fine. Now, the trick is going to be for me to find, well, I know, I can use my little palette knife here, I think. It's sitting in water. Let's get that out. Now, I don't scrape on the, good. Well, that's good, Stacy. That's good. Okay. not the best scraper. I mean, some people, they make it look so easy, but you know what? For me, it just really isn't. And I think mine doesn't look always very great when I'm done, but I'm going to do it anyway. And I think, like anything else, there's a learning curve, right? And some people just have a knack. Maybe I put too much on my knife. Sometimes I use like the credit card thing. But I'm just thinking I want just a little bit here and there. And then I'm thinking maybe I fuss too much with it once I, go to do it. And like feel like I'm going the same. Oh my gosh, guys. So I'm coming home from my eye appointment. Thanks, Cece. I'm coming home from my eye appointment this morning and it just started to spit rain a little bit. And we've had 2 or 3 sets of windshield wipers on our car. They just haven't been good. So Hubs got the new ones put on. Well, I guess he bought them and brought them home and put them on. Paid a little more money. All right, good job. Paid a little more money. Excellent. So I'm coming home. I'm by myself, and I'm thinking to myself, I have to remember to tell my husband that these wipers blades are really nice. They're really working well. And with that, one of them kind of flies off. It doesn't, not totally off, but like the blade part came out of wherever the heck it was hinged or something. So I'm like, oh dear Lord, I hope it doesn't start pouring, or I'm going to have to sit and wait out the storm. So luckily, it just spritzed a little bit. I wasn't that far from home, but it was a little unnerving. Okay, because I don't know I wouldn't have known how to fix it. All right, let's dry this up a little bit. Now, somewhere I have book pages that I'm thinking I would like to use. Now, where did I put them? I've been very thirsty today. Must be that salty soup I made. Let's see, here's some. Let's see. Let's use that. Okay, I'm not wanting so much. Um, the parts that don't have any text on them. I have an interesting tear. All right, I'm going to try my best to do them the same but a little different. I tend to load everything to the left. I don't know why. I don't know why. If I want that smack down in the middle. All right, so let me get this. And now I'm going to bring out my time favorite, my vintage photo. And ink my newsprint, my book paper here. I might put a little bit more of that gesso on. Now I have my hot glue gun plugged in because I keep it in my drawer. I have a ceramic dish that sits underneath of it. And the light that I have over my desk, I turn that switch on and off when I leave my desk. So then everything goes off. So when I come to my desk and I want to work on something, my hot glue gun automatically heats up. And my heat tools there and everything just, is always plugged in and working. So, Stacy, tell us about the kitties. Did you have a lot? Are they all finding homes? What color are they? All right, so I think I want this one a little bit. I got that rose there. That's okay. Now, probably would be a good idea if you're wired this way to sit and you could rip 15, 20 strips of book pages like this, right? Throw them in an envelope and then maybe put it in with your paper scraps, and then you don't have to, and you could sit and ink them maybe in front of the TV. Just do this kind of prep work so then when you want to do a bunch of coin envelopes or really pages or clusters, then you can just open up that envelope and pull out what you want instead of fussing around and doing 3 at a time like I'm doing. I'm just going to use my fabric fix because I have it here. Hey, Patty, how are you? Nice to see you. Oop. Try not to get too much glue on my nails. Oh, this one was going to go to the right. I was thinking I was going to put something else underneath there, but I don't think I have anything right here at my desk. Ange, how did your lace bowls turn out? Did you said you were going to try a lace bowl? I've been thinking about that, wondering how that went for you. Okay, this one over to the left. I'm going to find some kind of a focal point or some kind of a focal image, I guess I should say. So I'm hoping I can stay awake after my stream to watch the ball game. I don't know what time they come on, but I think probably close to 10 o'clock because they're in LA. All right, now on my desk, I found this envelope, and let's see what's in it. I don't know why these are clipped together. But there's some cool stuff. Oh, he's cool. Now, see these? I don't know why I made these. This is really stiff. I'm not sure. Anne says, Lori, they're cute. I'm going to try to make a black and pink. Oh, tomorrow. And send to Jacqueline a picture of them. And oh, wonderful. This guy could be inked. Oh, he looks kind of cute. I'm not sure how he'll glue down. We might have to use the night hon. Might have to use the hot glue for this guy. He's a little bowed. I did this on, looks like almost like a chipboard. Let's see what else I have in here. There's a bumblebee. These are kind of stuck together. Looks like I put some gold around the edges. Oh, that's cool. Look at that. That's cool. That can go on one. I'll have to ink that. This might be a little large. We'll see. That's cool too. All right, this is a little. Oh, this is a gal. Hold on. Looks like. Oh, here. Look at this guy. He's even better, huh? Not really seeing that inked edge. Let's try the espresso again. I think it was Kathy Cow that had the espresso that I saw, and I thought, ooh, I got to get me some of that. It's a little darker. Although I should have a walnut too, but guess I probably shouldn't have a bird just sitting in the middle of the page. That's a playing card. How did I get that on the front? Did I glue that? I guess. I have no idea where I had this. Oh, that's washi tape. That's not sticking down. Hearts, this is kind of cool. I could do some layering there. I have no memory of making these. A little envelope. I don't think I'm going to use this stuff. Oh, they're vegetables. I don't think I'm going to use those for this one. I do like that, though. Oh, maybe I could cut the flower out. That's an idea. Oh, look, there's more bees. That's another lady. Lady. Some little little tags. It's a little die cut. There's a little bird. Another bee. Some of this stuff. That might work with that one. Hot air balloon. I think I made some thank you cards with these hot air balloons one time. It's just cardstock. I don't understand why this is a little die cut. Teresa, maybe you know. Right? So it's just a little die cut. You cut it out, you fold it up, they're scored, so you can fold your little things. But why does it have this slice here? That opening? Like, I would like it just to be solid. So it looks like a regular envelope, and then I could tuck little things in. But it's to me that's a silly. Why is that opening there? Does anybody know? I just figured Teresa might know because she's the expert die cutter. She has a lot of experience. Forty bowls, that's quite an accomplishment. And that's great. I want that for here. Another blue there. Bee's knees. Okay. So I need some fabric, I think. I don't know if that's a little too bright. I guess I won't put any more of this on. Oh, so I was telling you about my eye appointment. So the girl that was getting me ready for the doctor to come in, you know how they ask all the questions and how are you feeling? You having any pain in your eye? All that jazz. So this girl doesn't normally work at the office that I was at. One of the regular girl was out sick. And so she's asking me all the questions, and then she wanted to check to see if my eyesight had changed, okay, in a week. But they couldn't get the. So Cal says, I Googled it. The slit is there because it's made to go on a card with a letter or note behind. Maybe that's supposed to be letter or note behind it. The slit allows the note to slide down behind. Okay. I don't like that. I don't like that, but okay. I just think it's silly. I haven't found one that doesn't have that slit. In fact, I think I bought the same one twice, thinking I'd get one without the slit. Meh. I thought I had a strip of muslin or maybe here. Anyway, I'm trying to tell you this. You don't. I mean, this might be too much information. Maybe I shouldn't say it. Um, so she wanted to know what eye drops I was taking. I'm like, I don't know what they're called. The bottle's really little. I didn't really look at that. She said, well, did you bring it with you? I said, yeah, I do have it with me. She said, okay, could I look at it? I said, I said, sure, but it's in my bra. She said, oh, my grandmother used to do that because if I'm around the house and it's time to put my eye drop in, the bottle's little. I never know where it is. So if I just keep it there, it's just like a pocket. Then I can do my eye drop. And now that's got, well, I kind of like that. But I wonder if that wrinkle will glue out. All right, let's see. I'm kind of liking these romantic things to go on this one. I don't want to totally cover up that. If I put this down the center, this could almost look like it's hanging from that. And then maybe I can make a bow out of this. All right, so I kind of like that. So let's give it a snip. So I said to the girl, do you mind looking at it? So she's like, oh, no, it's fine. Oh, Lord. She was very gracious. I don't know why it wasn't in my chart, but like I said, she wasn't from that office, so maybe the system she works with isn't the same. I don't know. All right, now let's see. There is a little bit of gold around the edge. You can't really see this, but I'm thinking I'd like to have some, cheesecloth under this. Yeah, I'm trying not to purchase stuff on Temu. You would think it would be easier to find. Well, to be honest, I haven't looked too terribly hard. It's just the two that I bought both have that slit. All right, I think I want some other things behind here before I put her on. So that you're not going to really see. Of course, I have an envelope maker. Wouldn't it be nice if I could, but it doesn't make them that little. I guess I could fuss around with it though and see if I could make a smaller one. What time is it? Okay, 9:30. Ball game's about ready to start. We got one of our better pitchers pitching tonight, so that's good. I guess I don't need both of these. Maybe I'll just put her there. Lori, you and tell me, Camille. I don't know. I shouldn't probably share these things, but that's the truth. I can just hear my daughter saying, "Oh, mom." Ah. It makes perfect sense to keep it there, though. Right. It's a safe place to keep them. Plus, yes, exactly, Kel. Sometimes they are a little too cold. Of course, these are so, here we go again. These are so warm, I can't feel them going in. Anywho. All right, now I have green cheesecloth, but I'm not sure that's what I want. How about a little bit of lace? Maybe I'll put a little bit of lace behind this. We'll have a snippet. We'll have a snippet of this. We'll see. Okay, I don't want too much. So let's just take a little. And maybe I want that part. So let's just a little jaggedy end here. Well, some of them you have to, Joyce. My neighbor Betty, she had to keep hers in the fridge. In fact, when they delivered them, they didn't want to deliver them because they were supposed to be kept on ice. And she would have to find somebody to go pick them up for her. I'll just do a little bit like that. All right, so I'm thinking that I'm going to, squish that. And now let's see if I can get a bow made out of my. Oh, here's this. And this would look cute on there too, wouldn't it, somewhere? Like maybe sitting here, like it's supposed to be them. I don't know. Maybe I'll make a wedding journal. I've been wanting to do that. If I don't put this on, all right, give me your opinion, folks. If I put this on, will it look too much like a wedding journal? Should I maybe not put that on? I could put the butterfly side on. I'll work on my bow while y'all think of that. I could do this. This just says romance and it has a little heart. Well, I kind of like that there. All right, let's see. Now this has got the folds all folded up here. Let's see if I can. All right, let's go this way. See if I can make a little chubby bow. See if it looks cute. It's all about the cute. Jeez, Cal. It's like you're eating at a 5-star restaurant, kid. All right, let's see. My soup was terrible. Ugh. All right, let's get that in there. All right, let's see. Okay, let's ink dink this. It's cold here. It must be cold at your, well, I know the mango smoothie made you cold, but it's probably chilly at your place because you're above me. It was like 68 today and windy. We had a little bit of rain, not much, but a little. All right, so now, do you think I should trim this off, or maybe I should? Yeah, because I could glue it under. All right, so I'm thinking about that. A little bit of lace back there, and this little number right here. That's good, Cal. Well, you had good food before. When I'd ask you what you were making, sound like you were making good stuff. All right, so maybe I want that flat. Let's just put a little hot glue on the bottom here. Boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. And let's trim off of this. And put a lot of glue on the back here. I don't know how this is going to hold. Okay, Ange, thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. Have a good night's sleep. Oh, I should get out somewhere. I have those little tiny pearls. I could probably drape a couple here. Would look cute. Maybe I'll tuck this under. Oh, I'll have to dig those out. I think that might look cute. I don't think it would add too much bulk or thickness. I really like this ribbon though. This has to be trimmed. I don't want to trim it too much. Now, do I put it maybe right there? Or up? Yeah, I think I like it right there. So a little hot glue right there. I think I'm going to leave this for now because that gives me at least an option of maybe if I make a loop there, I could put a little charm there or something. It could dangle on the page. This little guy's going to go right there. I think I'll use the hot glue as well. Get a good stick. Gosh, I haven't even gone to the other three yet. This might be all I get done tonight. Let's see. Yeah, it's almost 10. I think I could tuck a couple little pearls under there. And I think I might call this one done. So there's a little, I might need more glue back there. I should probably sit something heavy on that. All right, so this is bricolage, just stuff I have sitting around my desk. Oops. This one, so I've got the other ones kind of mapped out. This one's going to have this bird. And I'm thinking the bird needs to be sitting on something. Maybe I need to cut this flower out. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Phil. I'm thinking, what do you think, guys? I'm thinking about trimming this flower out. Maybe that should go over with the bees. What can I do for I got to find something, I think, for this bird. So it's not just like floating in the breeze here. Maybe I'll see something else on my desk tomorrow. I don't know, but I think that needs something. Maybe some words. Maybe just this. Doot, 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 doot. How about that? We'll scoot that up under its little bum. Hi, Cindy. Thanks for coming in and saying hi. That might look okay that way. This guy's got a wing and a little bit of cheesecloth. I think I'm going to use him there. So that won't take too much to get that going. And then this, let's see. Let's move this one off to the side a little bit here. Now these are the bee's knees over here. So we've got that bee, that's a bee, and we've got these bees. Oh, that's his. This I have to use together because see, then if I do that, I'm missing half of his body. Trimming the flower. What about trim just the underside of the flower? If I heard yes. Yes. Yeah, that's great, Cindy. Thank you. All right, so if I do, I could offset that, put this here. This could be there. See, I've got this. This is cute. Kind of looks like it's not together. Look, this has like the little bend where I cut it. So it's almost like a little hook. A little hook. Now, sometimes less is more. So I could put that in there, glue that down, right? This could go over. Now I have to ink this stuff. I do like this. Now I have this. Come on, work with me here. Boop, 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 boop. You don't really even see that. Not so much. Maybe just some other lace. Do we have any other lace? So I think we might have some lace. There's a little bit of cheesecloth, though that might look cute under the bee. Hold the phone. Oh, I like that. I like that very much. I know what it needs. I know what it needs. I know what it needs. Okay, where's my work basket here? Hold on, hold on. A little bit of an avalanche. It needs one of my gals, one of my little gals here. Which one would look cute? I'm thinking about trimming one of these out, one of these gals. She's a little bigger, maybe her. Hmm, that might be nice. Now let's see. I was seeing some, I thought I had a little, oh, that's cute lace. That kind of reminds me of, looks like it would go with this whole scenario here. Oh, there's a ruffle. Hmm. Hmm. I know, right? I love those. I was working with them a little earlier today. They really are fun. If I don't trim her out, I can do that. Well, I could do that anyway. I could put that under. That's better that way, because that's how it goes. I think I was going to stop, right? And then you just keep fussing. I don't know if I want to trim her out or not. I think I might want to, because the other things I was working on today, I trimmed them out and they really looked cool. I can always print it again if I change my mind. So let's see. All right, I'm going to just trim this out and see how it looks. And then I'm going to go because I've had too much to drink. And I feel my comfy chair calling me. Calling me, it's calling me. All right, let's ink her little chinny chin chin. I like to curve these. Where's my, I don't really have, that's not working the way I want. I can't find my old-timey bone folder. That's been missing for a while. I have a feeling it fell into the trash can. I looked and looked. I picked my trash, but maybe I need to lose this. I don't know. Maybe that's better. Maybe this is better. Well, I'll fuss around with it, but I'm going to use this somehow. And I'll probably put a little piece of this on too. We'll see. So use what you have, right? You print out some stuff. You don't use everything in the little collection. Don't throw it away. Put those little bits in an envelope, save them, and then you can use them. All this stuff will look great just on a page by itself. Build a cluster, pop it on, or you could use a coin envelope like this, and then it makes a pocket. I think they'll look good on a page. So that's it for me for tonight. Thanks for coming in. It was so nice to see so many of you. Cindy was here, and then we got to see Leah. She came in. Teresa popped in, and we got to see Cindy. And then the regulars, our dear Kel. Jassy was here, huh? I'm not going to remember everybody. Pam, Ginger Pam, I think I put her to sleep. Oh, bless her. Well, she's going to come on in a little. Well, she's probably getting ready to come on herself. She's getting ready to do her thing. Are you doing good, Leah? So nice to see you. Hope you're hanging in there and doing well. So I'm going to take off and go waddle to my comfy chair. Well, I'm going to take a pit stop first and then get all comfy and watch my ball game and hope I stay awake. So that's the deal for me. So if all goes as planned, I will see you Thursday morning at 10 Eastern if you're available. You're doing good? Oh, that's wonderful. Good. I haven't seen Judy in a little while, too. I think of my dear Judy. I miss her, seeing her. So, hey, listen, everybody, take care. If it's time for you to take a snooze, get a good rest tonight. Ange is already hopefully tucked in. Cal, have a good snooze. Oh, Stacy, we got to see Stacy. That was nice seeing Stace come in. And then Zip popped in and Lamont. They had a good crowd tonight. It was fun. All right, dear friends. Don't forget, take time to be creative. Enjoy the journey. Until next time. Bye bye for now.